Yeah, no, thank you for inviting me. And as Sam says, please don't worry if you think, oh, I'm dozing off, I can't remember what she said. It doesn't matter. It is a compliment. Every therapist I know always says, people go, oh, I'm so sorry I fell asleep. It's like, if you didn't fall asleep, we're not doing our job properly. So I'm going to talk you through, I'm not too much, because I'm aware that you've had a busy day, and I saw your program. It looks absolutely amazing. So well done everybody who took part and everybody who was speakers and everything else. So I'm just going to talk you through one exercise to start with, and then we'll do a body scan meditation, after which you may or may not be asleep. But that's it really. Yeah, I don't believe in making things too complicated. I like simple things. The first one I'm going to introduce you to, and you may have come across this before, either called the same thing or called something else. Those of us who use this, we call it heart breathing. The proper correct name for it is the quick coherence technique, and you can find this, excuse me, got itchy nose, you can find this on the Heart Math Institute's website, which is HeartMath, M-A-T-H, because they're American, heartmath.org, and they're an amazing organisation who have been studying the heart and the importance of the heart in our bodies. And some of their findings, they've done lots of experiments, and I think some of them are available on their website, is that our hearts are as important, if not more important, in our bodies than our brains. The two things are constantly in communication. They're always sending messages between the heart and the brain, obviously in other parts of the body too. But our hearts are really, really important. Not only the physical heart that beats, and as long as it beats, we're all still here, but the energy field of the heart. So the energy field of the heart, the electromagnetic field of the heart, extends out around the body 6 to 8 feet around the body, and it's almost like if you could imagine standing above you like a figure of 8. So it sort of goes out from the heart, out in front of you, round and into the back of the heart, literally. And it's that electromagnetic field, that heart field, that energy field from the heart that allows us, when we're close to other people, and we can also do it on Zoom if we practice it, we can do it on Zoom as well, to pick up, to feel, to be aware of how people feel, how people are feeling, how their energies are, whether they're yay, high vibe, or whether they're a bit deflated and flat. That's one of the tools that this amazing human body that we all have has for helping us to find out what else is going on around us. So this quick exercise, say quick exercise, you can do it for as long as you need to, is a really, really nice one to do. I know I've spoken to people who have been introduced to this when they've been to pain clinics as a means of reducing their pain levels and just keeping it under control, really, if that's possible. So I'm going to talk you through it, and we'll do that, and then we'll go into the body scan meditation. So for the purposes of this demonstration, and you can do this or you're not, or you don't have to do it, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to do it just to show you. So I'm going to invite you to place your hand, one hand or both hands, just over your heart, the centre of your body, just behind your breastbone. And just take a couple of breaths in here, just normal breaths at your own pace, no rushing. Just take a couple of breaths in. And this helps to calm our bodies, slow our heart rate down, and just begin to bring our nervous system and all the other body systems to a state of rest, especially when we've been thinking a lot, doing a lot, rushing around, all the things that we do all the time. So now I'm going to invite you to continue to breathe in, but this time we're going to slow the breath down. So I'm going to invite you to slow your in-breath to at least 4 if you can, 5 or even more. If you can breathe in for 5 or 6, that's brilliant. And instead of just breathing in, imagine that you're breathing in to this place here. You're breathing into your heart. So just breathing in for, I'm going to count to 5. So breathing in for 5. And breathing out for 5, or the same number that you breathed in for. So we're going to make this breath slow and even. So again, breathing into your heart and breathing out from the heart. And you might notice that it feels slightly different to just normal breathing. That's okay. We're not investigating it, we're just experimenting for now. So again, taking another slow breath in, into your hands, in behind your hands, into your heart. So breathing in for a count of 5 if you can. And breathing out for the same count of 5. And what this slow, measured, steady breathing does with the intention that we're breathing into our hearts, it brings our body systems, so our nervous system, our digestive system, our respiratory system, all of the body systems, it brings them into something called coherence. So basically, instead of if you're looking at a map, or not a map, a graph, it might be spiky and a bit, some bits are high and some bits are low. All these systems begin to come into the same pattern. They come into coherence so that everything slows down and is just even and balanced, which is what we all need, is to feel that we're balanced, to feel that our body is calm and feeling very comfortable. So we've done that a few times, and the last part of this is the next time that you breathe in for your slow, steady count of 5, I want you to imagine or think of or bring to mind someone that you love, somewhere that you've been that you think, oh, I'd love to go back there again, or your favourite piece of music, or just something that makes you go, oh, that just feels so nice. And just see what difference that makes to you, bringing that lovely feeling and breathing it into your heart. Does it feel different in your body? Does it allow your body to feel different? And we'll do that one more time. So breathing in for your slow count of 5, thinking about someone you love, somewhere you've been, somewhere you want to go back again, just something that just makes you feel lovely from head to toe. Just hold that feeling and just see how it feels, and imagine it's spreading all through your body, spreading out from your heart, sending that out to everybody who's close to you and even those not so close to you. Okay, so this, as I say, we call it heart breathing. Those of us who use it, you can do this any time of the night or day, wherever you are. It's a really, really nice one to do just before you go to sleep. I know this is supposed to be a sleep session, but it's a nice one to do before you go to sleep because it can help to empty your head of all the things that have gone round and round and round all day, all the thinking about what you've got to do tomorrow or next week or whenever it is, because you're focusing on your breath for a start, and also focusing on your heart, focusing on that nice feeling that you can generate just by thinking of someone, something gorgeous, beautiful, and just send that feeling all around your body. Okay, so very gently bringing your awareness back to your breath and returning your breathing to its normal pattern. You can lower your hands. And once you've done this a few times, you won't need to put your hands there. Your body will know, your mind will know what to do. If you say, I'm going to breathe into my heart, you can just imagine that that's where you're breathing into that space there. Okay. So now we're going to do a mindful exercise. We're going to scan the body. And we're not doing this, we're doing this for relaxation, obviously, but yeah, I'll talk you through it. We're not actually going to, the intention is not to change anything. That's what I want to say. The intention is just to notice what's going on. So I'm sure you're all comfy wherever you are. So bringing your awareness gently to your breath again. And this time noticing the breath as you breathe in. Noticing the temperature of the breath as you take it in through the nose. Maybe you can feel it going down the back of your throat, down into your lungs. And as you breathe out, notice the temperature. Is it a bit warmer than it was when you breathed in? Or is it the same? Or do you not notice a difference? And that's absolutely fine. There is no right or wrong to any of this. So again, taking another gentle breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you breathe in the next time, bringing your awareness and your attention to your physical body, just noticing how your body feels, whether you're sitting or lying. Just notice how your body feels. And again on the next in-breath, this time I want you to notice, feel your body sink into your cushions, into your chair, into your pillows, wherever you are. Just allow the weight of your body to be felt. Feel yourself supported by your chair, by your bed, wherever you are, and know that you're okay. And again, bringing your awareness back to the breath. We're going to take this awareness with the breath. As you breathe in, take your attention down to your right big toe on your right foot. Just notice how it feels. And if you don't notice or feel anything, that's absolutely fine. And now we're going to move to the second toe on the right foot, and the third toe, and the fourth toe. And these toes together help us to balance, help us to stand, to walk, to climb, to run, to dance, whatever we do with our feet. These toes have an important job. And take your awareness to your little toe on the right foot. Often neglected, squashed into shoes, but very important nonetheless. And just notice how all these toes feel all together. Now taking your attention to the ball of your right foot, so the padded bit of your foot that begins just at the base of the toes, under the foot. How does that feel? In reflexology, this part of the foot represents the lungs. I think the heart's in there too. We can hold a lot of grief in our lungs, the feelings of lots of loss in there. So just notice how the ball of your foot feels right now, in this moment. And moving along the base of the foot, so from the ball of the foot, along the underside of the foot, towards the heel. Being aware of the bones, tendons, ligaments, fascia, everything that makes up this amazing creation called our foot, with so many small bones, so many complicated pieces and parts there. And just noticing any tension or tightness or anything else that you feel or find there. Notice how your heel feels on the right foot. And bringing your awareness and your attention back to the top of the foot. So the top of the right foot, the base of the toes. I want you to imagine that you're sweeping up the top of the foot, up to the ankle. Again, the top of the foot represents the chest area, the breast, upper part of the body, again in reflexology. Sweeping over that area, up to the ankle, around the ankles, being aware of all the bones in the ankle, around the ankle bones. Just noticing how that feels right in this moment. Now we're going to move up the front of the right leg, so between the right ankle and the right knee, the shin. Sweeping up the shin, noticing what you feel there, what you find there. Around to the back of the right leg, into the calf muscle. Again, just noticing any tightness, any tension, anything at all that's going on there. And the right knee, again another complicated joint in the body. Kneecap, cartilages, tendons, everything that holds it in place, allows us to bend and move and be flexible. And the space behind the knee, again often neglected but an important part of our body. If our lymph is stagnant or stuck, often behind the knees, it can get stuck there, especially if we sit for too long and don't move our bodies enough. Now the first of the long bones in the body, so the thigh bone between the knee and the hip on the right side of the body. Big bones, big muscles in the body. The quadricep at the front of the leg and the hamstring at the back of the leg. Together they help us to stand, to sit, to move. Just notice how they feel right in this moment. Now we're going to take our attention to the big toe on the left foot this time. You might want to do a comparison and see how it feels compared to the toe on the right foot. It might feel the same, might feel different. You might not be able to notice any difference, and that's okay. And the second toe on the left foot, and the third toe, and the fourth toe. And again, noticing similarities or differences with the same toes on the right foot. If you're right-handed, right-wired, or left-handed, they might feel quite different. And we're just noticing. We're not changing anything. We're not doing anything about it. And the little toe on the left foot. Notice how all these toes feel together. Giving gratitude and thanks for them. They help us to stand, to move, to walk, to change direction, do lots of things. And the ball of the foot on the left side. How does that feel? And going along the underside of the left foot, from the ball of the foot towards the heel. Again, noticing, taking note of any tension or tightness that you might find there. Anything at all that's happening in your left foot. How does your left heel feel? Bringing your awareness to the top of your left foot, to the base of the toes on the left foot. I'm going to sweep up the top of the left foot, up to the ankle, and around the ankle bones. Being aware of the bones, the small bones in the ankle, the complicated creation that is our foot and our ankle. Helps us again to be flexible, to move, to turn. Really important. Now going up the left shin, so between the left ankle and the left knee, up the front of the left leg, and sweeping round into the calf muscle on the left side. Just noticing how that feels and what you find there. And the left knee, the left kneecap, the cartilage, ligaments, everything that holds that in place. And the space behind the left knee. We have a lot of nerves and lymph nodes and lots of things going on behind the knees. Just noticing how any of that feels. And moving up the left thigh, so between the left knee and the hip. Again, long bones, big muscles in the body. Quadriceps at the front, hamstrings at the back. Help us to stand, to walk, to dance. And again, if we spend too long sitting, these muscles can actually shorten and become quite tight. So just notice how this feels for you right now. And bringing your awareness to your sit bones, if you're sitting, or if you're lying, to the base of your spine, and the hips, bringing your attention and your awareness into your right hip. Really important joint in the body, big joint, ball and socket joint if you remember your biology. Helps us to walk and move and be mobile. How does your right hip feel? How does your left hip feel? Do they feel the same? Or is there a difference between one side and the other? And whether you're lying or sitting, just notice the balance. If you are balanced, do you feel balanced? Or are you leaning over to one side or resting more on one side than the other one? And if you are, that's fine. We're just noticing. And if you wish to make a correction, gently moving the body to get some balance, that's also fine. Bringing your awareness and your attention to the base of your spine, so the back of the body, moving up from the hips, going towards the waist, stopping at the tailbone, the coccyx, the end of the spine. And with your attention and your awareness, follow that spine from the coccyx all the way up to the cervical spine, to the spine that supports the skull, to the top of the neck. Gently coming back down a little bit more slowly. And again, just noticing any areas of tension or tightness or anything else in your spine, with the awareness that your spine protects and houses the spinal cord. And from there, all the nerves in the body radiate out to everywhere, every part of the body. Allows us to feel and sense and touch things. How does any of that feel right now? We're going to sweep up the body gently. So we moved up from the lower back up to the waist, I'm going to move up to the middle back, this time noticing the muscles on either side of the spine. How do they feel? Moving up to the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades. Noticing how that feels. And while you're here, you might want to, as you take a breath in and breathe out, just lower your shoulder blades to somewhere nearer to their natural position, which is nearly always lower than we carry them throughout the day. Allow them to drop and to sink. And notice how that feels. And bringing your awareness and your attention up to your shoulders on both sides. Just for now, imagine, picture all of that responsibility, all of the cares, all the jobs we carry. Just allow those to just roll off. Just for now. You can and you will pick them up again afterwards. But just for now, we're going to allow that just to slide off our shoulders and see how that makes us feel. And take your awareness and your attention to your right shoulder, going down to the right elbow, so the upper arm on the right side. Noticing how that feels. How does your right elbow feel? And your right arm, the lower arm between your elbow and your wrist. How does that feel? And the wrist, again a complicated creation of bones and ligaments, quite a small space for lots of nerves and tendons to go through, but they do. Notice how your right palm feels. Take your awareness and your attention to the centre of your palm. And just notice how that feels and what you may or may not find there. In the back of the right hand, on the right thumb, and the index finger on the right hand, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger. Just noticing how they feel. Now we're going to go to the left shoulder, bringing our awareness and our attention into the left upper arm, between the shoulder and the elbow. Putting your attention on your elbow on the left side. And sweeping down the left forearm to the wrist. Just noticing how that feels. And the left wrist, all its complicated mechanisms. And the left hand. Feeling into, sensing into the palm of the left hand. Noticing what you feel or find there. The back of the left hand. And the left thumb. And the index finger on the left hand. The middle finger. The ring finger. And the little finger. Now we're moving our attention up to our neck. So the front of the neck houses the throat, the sides of the neck, and the back of the neck. We can often find some tension or tightness, especially as we spend more of our time sitting, gazing at screens or devices. Just notice how your neck feels. Maybe as you take a breath in, you can imagine that breath just going into the back of your neck, to soften any tension that you might feel there. And taking your awareness to the back of your head. Imagine that you've got a hand between the ears at the back of the head, spanning the big muscle that goes between those ears. It often gets very tight and can be a source of headaches. So just imagine that muscle relaxing if it needs to. Moving your hand, imaginary hand, up the back of your head, halfway up the head, and again imagining those muscles just relaxing if they need to. And the top of the head, going forwards to the front of the head. And imagine that you have a hand across your forehead, smoothing out any tension, removing any tightness that you may or may not find there. Bringing your awareness around your ears, much neglected part of the body. Breathing into the muscles around the ears. Bringing your awareness and your attention around your eyes, so the eye sockets. Go around the right one first, making lovely circles, and circling the left eye socket, smoothing those muscles around the eyes. Moving your attention down the side of your nose, and now across your cheeks, relaxing your cheeks. Slowly bringing your awareness and your attention to the point where your jaw attaches, just below your ears. And this place is a source of tightness and stress and tension, especially if you're a jaw clencher or a teeth grinder. Just let that jaw drop. Let that relax. Relax your face. Imagine that you're relaxing around your mouth. And now that we've scanned the body from toes all the way up to the top of our heads, we're going to do the same in reverse, but just a little bit quicker. So imagine that you're beginning at the top of the head. And this time you're standing under a shower, an energy shower. And this energy can revitalise you, it can revive you, it can relax you, it can do whatever it is that you need. So as we go down the body this time, we're going to be bathed in this gorgeous energy from the universe, from the heart of the cosmos, from God, from heaven, from wherever you believe it comes from. And just imagine you're standing under this fine, beautiful shower of sparkling, vibrant energy. And as you work your way, scan your way down the body, so from the top of the head, down the back of the head, down the ears, down the face and around the jaw, down the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, and across the shoulders and down into arms and hands and fingers. Scanning down the back of the body, taking this energy with it, all the way down the spine, down into the coccyx, around the pelvis and the hips. Scanning down the front of the body, over the chest and the ribs, and all the internal organs, the heart and the lungs, the intestines, the liver, everything else that's housed in there. Imagine this energy flowing down your body, down into your hips and pelvis, down your legs, down the thighs, front of thighs, back of thighs, around your knees, down the shins, and down the calves of your legs, around your ankles and heels, and into your feet and toes. And as you imagine this energy flowing down the body, if you did find any areas that were a bit tight or tense or tired or painful or just uncomfortable, with your attention, with your awareness, with your will, send some of that energy into those spaces, into those places, to soften up any tension, soften up any discomfort. Just notice how that feels. I'm just going to take a moment to just be with this scanned body, with awareness of our body, awareness of this energy that's filled our body, filled our space. Just see how it makes you feel. Gently bringing your awareness gently back to the breath, back to your breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe you notice there's a slight difference in your breathing. Maybe it's a bit deeper than it was when we started. Or maybe it's the same. And as you continue to breathe in, just gently bringing your awareness again back into your physical body. Noticing the weight of your body on your chair, or on your bed, or wherever you are. Just noticing how that feels. And on the next in-breath, imagine that you're sending that breath down to your toes, feeling your toes, maybe giving them a little wriggle. And breathing in again, sending this breath down into arms and hands and fingers. Again, maybe giving hands and fingers a bit of a wriggle. And breathing in again, just gently lifting the shoulders, not even a shrug, just a gentle lift to slowly wake the body up. Not too much, we're not rushing, we've got nowhere to go. And when you're ready, on the next in-breath, gently opening your eyes and coming back into your space, wherever you are and however you are. And if you're all asleep and totally chilled out, I shall just leave you, and I'll see you tomorrow.